Welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs.
And Steiner.
Against
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, I almost forgot to unmute myself. Hey, welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated. I am Matt, the producer, so you can always blame the audio issues on me, or whatever technical issues. It's usually on me, so there you go. Hey, Steiner, guess what I'm doing to switching to you right now?
You're actually sending me video?
No, so check this out. Oh, what happened? Why did it not work that time? Oh, I think I know why. Wait. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. I got it working. So look, when I switch to you, check this out. Oh!
This is on stream?
Yeah, it's on the stream.
Yeah, I'm not watching the stream yet.
I guess I could send you video on Skype because it's being so terrible right now. So there, yeah, if you're seeing Steiner on the video stream, the video is terrible right now. So there's that. That's always a fun issue to deal with. Skype not working out. But thank God there's Discord, and we can use that for the audio.
I just over Discord, you sound really fucking good. Like so much better than whatever the fuck Skype is. Like I don't like.
Yeah, no. Hey, you sound better here too. So there you go.
I don't like. No, but it's like fucking night and day. It's like you're standing beside me or whatever. It's actually.
I know it's weird.
Wow, my video is fucking horrible.
It is terrible. I know. So I'm gonna go switch to this view here. Where at least your video is tinier, and we can hide that better. We can hide it better in this angle here.
It's not just the resolution; it's you're not even full frame rate. That looks like it's like.
I know, dude. I'm looking at. Okay, so before the pre-show or during the pre-show, I'm looking at it right now. I'm sending I'm sending less than 1 kilobit right now because I'm not sending, or I am sending audio, and because you're sending video, I'm getting almost 6 kilobits a second. Almost.
Okay.
Almost. It's weird. It's weird.
Fucking horrible.
I don't know what's going on. Anyways, hey, it's Thursday, August 24th, the day that Skype died. Apparently, it's over.
Microsoft, good job.
It's ruined forever. Megascorcher.com. Hey, that site was ruined for a little bit, but not anymore. It actually works. Everything's there. I'm missing a few Sprawl and Brawl episodes. I realized I'm gonna add them. But you can listen to the very old ones and the very new ones, not the middle ones. But hey, as far as Fresh Air is Overrated, it's all there. VODs, MP3s, they're all available. You can check us out on Apple Podcasts and wherever else podcasts can be found. And YouTube.com/Megascorcher TV is our channel. And you can also find us on Twitch, and we're live streaming on both channels. And all our shows can also be found on the YouTube. So we're all over the place. If you're listening to this right now, a wide variety of ways.
Okay, I'm just getting pissed off with my video. That looks fucking horrible. Okay, never mind. Let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
It's weird because I'm sending to YouTube perfectly fine, right? So
yeah,
I don't know.
No, it is Skype. It's fucking Skype.
And yeah, and Discord sounds perfectly
Discord
alright.
Sounds fucking great, and then so maybe someone hacked them and just.
It's possible. It's totally possible. Who knows what's going on?
It's been going on recently.
Getting a DDoS attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that word because it has DOS in it, and it reminds me of very old computers, which is when I enjoyed the computers the most, because it was actually a challenge. You were like hacking into computers back in the day because it was so hard. It was so hard. Hey, you had to know how to do stuff in DOS.
Yes.
You couldn't just walk up to it and do stuff.
There was no GUI. It was all text-based interface.
And if you just forgot it, you're that's it. You can't go into doom.exe because you don't know how to browse the directories. That's it. You're done. You're done. All right, so that's it. Let's go into games we're playing. Hey, this is an actual segment instead of just random babble.
Yep.
But I have no games. So
I don't know if I can check. I think I put about 15 hours into Andromeda.
Since the patch, I guess?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Like it's well, okay. Let's say this first. Yeah, like playing the game is perfectly fine. I guess you probably have this in the news somewhere that they've walked away from the single player. That they're not gonna. I didn't read that. No, you don't actually.
No, I don't. Plus, I'm fucking up
so
on
EA,
stuff
I'll just
here.
throw that out there then. EA has actually announced, because like no one's updated anything or no one's said anything for quite some time regarding DLC for Mass Effect Andromeda. They're not doing jack shit. They're pretty much what's the word? Shut down BioWare Montreal and kind of merge them in with another developer. So they're going to be working on something completely different. So they're not looking at Andromeda or doing anything for Andromeda past patch 1.10, which makes the game playable. Cool. Now, okay, the voice acting in the game, very good. The limp
No, limp syncing. Yeah, no, that's good. I like that.
The lip syncing, lip sucking, I should say. Like, dude, it is so fucking bad. I've never seen something so bad in what's supposed to be a AAA title. Like, people give Fallout and other open world games shit. No, this is so much worse than anything I've ever seen. It's like delayed by 5 or 6 seconds. Like, it is just fucked up.
This is kind of like Skype right now.
Yeah, like it's just weird. No, other than that, I actually did have a game stopping bug. I had to actually shut down Andromeda and reopen it, and then it worked. Like, it wouldn't let me pass. Like, I got to the objective and clicked on it, and then nothing happened. So there are still weird things. So I'm sure I'll find more shit. But all in all, it's not a bad game. To the point that I got it 5 months after release for $24 or something like that. Not bad, but to the point that, yeah, like the day after I bought it, EA announces that they're not doing anything for it outside of for single player. They're still doing multiplayer updates and shit for multiplayer, but which then Andromeda or Mass Effect multiplayer, like, really, people actually play that?
I heard not so good things from people that played Mass Effect 3 a lot. So
Yeah, I know. So
what can you do?
yeah. And yeah, I tried playing Fallout New Vegas. It keeps crashing. I think it's something to do with Windows 10.
Sweet.
And then I also picked up what is it? Warhammer Dawn of War 3. I got a coupon from Steam for it being 60% off, so I got it for like $32 or something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Steam is a good way to get cheap games. Just saying. I haven't played that yet, haven't installed it yet, but Andromeda's a shit ton like Dragon Age Inquisition. Like, just in the way the world's all set up and everything, which isn't a good thing, which isn't a bad thing. It is just what it is. There's a lot of like overlapping of where you have to go and what you have to do kind of things, which is just the way open area games are.
I'll take your word on that, because, you know, meh to those type of games. All the games you played except Warhammer. Is that the one that's?
It's an RTS.
Oh, no, never mind then.
It's not like there is no resource management. It's unit management, so it's kind of like Total War ish in some respects, if you know what Total War is.
Yeah, well, I know what it is. Never really played it, but I know.
So it's like it's more making units and stuff and then just fighting, opposed to actually having resource management, base management, and shit like that, which a lot of people are having issues with, because I guess people have gotten used to StarCraft with resource management or Command and Conquer with the resource management, and then they play that and say that's not an RTS, but it's just a real-time strategy. There's many different types of real-time strategy games.
Sure. Yeah, well, that's video games now. There's a lot of different types of stuff. Just because it says a first-person shooter on under genre, you might be like, oh well, this has weird other stuff that I'm not into. All right,
Yep.
let's go to the new releases this week. There's some stuff.
Like some reasonable stuff. Like, wow.
F1 2017. That game's okay.
So there's some pretty big titles this week. We ourselves don't give a shit about them, but a lot of people do.
Well, sure. Well, F1. It's been a while. I used to love those games.
Yeah.
And I feel like they've gotten more realistic over the years. Like back in the PS1 days, they felt like they had to gamify it a little bit. So you had like cheat codes where you could like race on like a space station, and it was interesting. Okay. I like those games, but yeah.
I don't remember that for Formula One, but
it might have been Kart, which is another similar racing type thing.
Like F1 is like a pretty big title, all like for car race or for racing fans and racing. Like,
sure, well, for F1 fans.
Yeah. Well, no, but just people who like racing games in general.
Sure,
or whatever.
sure. Madden NFL 18 for PS4 and Xbox One.
Okay, that's just for the Xbox One and PS4.
Yes.
Come out for, so this is the first one that didn't come out for PS3 and 360. 17, I thought it did.
No, because I feel EA's cut ties with those previous consoles a long time ago.
Madden 17 was out for the PS3 and 360.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, this is the first one then.
So this is the first one. Okay.
All right.
Which I think a lot of people had issues with that.
Who cares? Get the new consoles. They're cheap.
No, to the point that they had it for the 360 and
PS3
because
sure.
Made it because they downported.
No, because those games kind of still played like the old games. They weren't,
but graphically and shit, they were expecting more or something.
Well, yeah, of course, but no, they were straight up just like roster updates almost for the last gen games. Which, hey, that's what you get. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy on PS4. That's out. Is that out physically? Can you go buy that in the store?
I believe so.
All right, and that's like what, $40?
It is a standalone.
Well, yeah, it is standalone, but
I mean, like, meaning to me, like, it's saying standalone. It's not just digital.
Well, why not?
It will be digital, but it's not just digital.
Okay, well, it's cheaper too.
You can buy it at GameStop.
It's $40, right? American.
Yeah, I got the GameStop.
I have. Well, how much is it in Canadian? I would guess like maybe 55, 50.
No, that wasn't the right one to go on. That's American. You piece of shit.
There's a cool looking game called Chroma Gun coming out, and it kind of looks like that game where you painted levels with ink. You just shot out blobs of ink. What? Unfinished Swan. And it kind of looks similar to that. You're like shooting colors all over the place to reveal stuff. And it's a puzzle. It's like a puzzle first-person shooter thing.
So it's 50.
Oh, 50. That's all right. Whatever. $10.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah. Right. Really, it's $30 cheaper, and it apparently is about like 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah, I've heard 8 to 9.
Okay.
Which is pretty good for an Uncharted game, to be honest. I don't want to be playing Uncharted for 24 or 20 hours.
Or was 10 to 12, was it not?
So no. It was like 20 hours.
It was that long. Okay.
Oh, yeah, with the cutscenes and everything.
Oh, okay, that's not okay.
Yeah, well, you gotta count the cutscenes. You gotta watch that shit.
Well, for the first playthrough, sure.
Well, of course. I'm not speed running here. I'm just playing for the first time. All right. And hey, Jack and Daxter, that PS2 collection is out on the PS4.
I think it's just the first game.
No, because it's called Legacy. It has to. There has to be more stuff.
That was the name of the first Jack and Daxter.
No. If it's just shit.
As far as I could tell, that's just the first game.
Oh,
it's only $15.
15 is kind of a lot, but I guess it is remastered, right?
Yes, but it is remastered. The ones on the PS3 weren't remastered; they were just up-resed and however they were doing that.
All right, you're right. It's the first game.
Now, I would agree. $15, and that's $15 American, so Canadian.
Oh, Jesus.
20.
Yeah, probably 20.
Or maybe they would just hit it for 15.
Who knows? They've done weird prices on PSN too. So in store, who knows?
I would think 10 would make a lot more sense.
I have no idea.
Because you're talking like, dude, that game came out in like 2002 or something.
2001. You were close.
Yeah, like fuck, like fuck.
Yeah, those
16
games.
years ago,
Those
like,
games looked amazing at the time.
Yes.
Not so much anymore.
No.
All right, let's go to the news of the week. That's it for new releases. I mean, there's other things, but not really worth talking about, unless
Yeah.
you want to.
I didn't look at the giant bomb.
Well,
list.
then never mind. There's really not that much. All right, the SNES Classic is all the rage right now. A lot of people are talking about it because the pre-orders went up. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, and then they sold out instantly. So
Not that instantly. There was a few places that like tempered them out. I guess they spaced them out. They made a few blocks available over time, so it wasn't instantly. And in Canada, it was like the day after they did it in the U.S. In the U.S., it was like Sunday night, Saturday night. It was some weird night. It was just like, oh, hey, okay, I guess I'll pre-order a SNES Classic. Anyway, so they unveiled some new features, though. They have some rewind. If you hold start, you can push start and then L, and then it'll rewind. So if you're playing like Punch Out, and you just want to fucking speed run through that bitch and totally cheat, you can totally do it now. That's the one game I feel I would do it in, just to get past it really quick.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I fucked up the timing of that one kick, and I'm fucked. Oh, rewind 2 seconds. There you go, duck under the kick. There, I'm good. Nice. Yep. Seems like that appeals to people now.
Yeah. Well,
But, you know.
yeah, making shit easier.
Oh, I've had that in RetroArch for a while. I mean, emulators have had like save states for a while.
Yeah.
But like automatically having a save state and then rewinding, that's relatively
Yeah.
new.
Well, no, save states I don't have much of an issue with.
Yeah.
Rewinding now that's some.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, sure.
I like that. I think I don't know how long you can rewind, but it looked pretty long because I saw a video where there was like a bar at the bottom and there was like 4 little bars that were filling up, and it seemed like it was filling up pretty slow. Might as well just watch this next video here. This is Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Fighter Z, whatever the hell it's called. This is the trailer specifically showing off Krillin and the androids, and I guess a few other things because the closed beta signups just went up, and I did it. So for Xbox, you have to go in the preview program, and then you might just get it, and then that's all on the actual console itself. And then for the PS4 closed beta, you go on the Bandai site, yeah, Bandai Namco site even. So here's the thing about this game, is Dragon Ball just kind of looks shitty. This looks better than Dragon Ball in terms of animation and shit.
Okay.
So it looks
Yeah, I know.
amazing.
That's
but
the weird thing about the actual Dragon Ball Super shit, that they're still fucking hand doing it. I don't fully understand why the fuck they're doing it.
Japan.
Yeah, I know. Well, the thing, like,
Reasons.
I believe like Naruto and shit's actually.
Oh no, yeah, no, they have a lot of CGI cartoons
Yeah,
for sure.
but yeah, like Super, like now it's super. Well, for Dragon Ball Z Super, it's gotten significantly better over the last 2 months. But yeah, there was points in times that it looked like I drew it. Like it was just fucking stupid. When
Yep.
you can actually get your video game looking way the fuck better, and then it would just happen like that. Like it's just all coding and shit, and you're just done. Like I don't.
You know, that's a funny thing though, because it looks very good, but it looks more like a DBZ movie kind of.
Maybe.
More than the anime.
Yeah.
Not that the movies look super amazing like this either, but
No, but like you could even. It's also the color saturations. I think is one of the reasons for that.
Sure.
But again, you can fairly easily change that by just changing the colors on the model or desaturating the whole thing through fucking anything. Like it's like I don't understand why they don't do that. Like I think it would be much cheaper to do it and much easier to do it.
Yeah, but hey,
You don't have 40,000 people trying to write or get paid per frame that they're drawing.
I downloaded the last season of the Dragon Ball Z Kai series,
Mm.
and yeah, it's pretty small, and it looks very good. And the reason that the small sizes are pretty small is because it's not a lot of frames.
Yeah.
So that's Dragon Ball. All right, talk about anime. I suppose you can get the Pokken Tournament demo on the Switch right now. It's out, so you can play that Tekken fighting engine game with Pokemon. That's kind of cool. That's another thing where that's actually cooler than the cartoon and cooler than the video games. It's like they're actually fighting. You can like fucking, it's just weird. It's cool.
So it is like an actual fighting game. So
It's Tekken. It's Tekken, but with Pokemon. It's like straight up just a Tekken engine. So yeah, Tekken. GTA 5. They added a lot of stuff this week in patches. They added something called transform races, which is cool because now the races can go cross terrain, can go into water and stuff. And when you hit the water, your like vehicle transforms. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Expanding the online, that's not bad. I kind of wish I played GTA 5, but I don't really want to. So, hey. But it seems cool because I played a lot of GTA 4 online.
Yeah, I haven't touched the online for GTA 5. I think I
me
did
neither.
about 14 hours or so of the single player.
I think I might have played the online once and then never again. And that was on the PS3, so I bet it's even cooler now that I would be playing it on the PS4. All right. Hey, NBA 2K18, we talked about this. Kyrie Irving asked to be traded. He's the cover athlete, and he got traded. So now the cover is totally fucked. And they're going to offer another cover you can get after the fact. Woo! Awesome. I used to do that with some of my NHL games. Just get a fan-made one online. That was just a Habs player, and then bam. That's my cover.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't care either, but, at some point you're young
that
and you care.
That shit happens.
Sure. Well, when you play with LeBron James, you're going to be a big diva and be like, I want to play with the best player, man. He overshadows me. I'm going to go do my own thing, and he's probably going to... I hope he loses. That'd be funny.
Yeah, he will.
That'd be funny. All right, they showed off some Super Mario Odyssey at Gamescom, and that's really the only thing I really watched from Gamescom this year. There wasn't like a super big amount of things to watch from Gamescom this year, to be honest. So they had the Xbox conference. They announced some stuff there too. We'll talk about that because we have a lot of Xbox news too. So
yeah.
Oh hey, including this next one here. Xbox Live was shut down for 5 hours Tuesday. Just gone. No explanation yet. Was just down. Who knows
actually,
why?
wait. So, Microsoft owns Xbox Live and Microsoft owns Skype.
Oh my Jesus Christ. You just figured it out. They're getting destroyed right now. Is that what you're saying?
They're getting DDoSed.
Everybody's getting DDoS right now, man. It's crazy. Final Fantasy just got out of it not too long ago. They moved on to fucking Xbox Live. Bigger, greener pastures, some would say. All right. Oh, hey, more Xbox news. Shenmue. Oh, no, this is fucking PS4 news, even. Shenmue 2, the first trailer. They showed it off.
Yes.
And it looks like Shenmue.
It looks like Shenmue 2 with higher resolution. No, the models are the exact same.
Which, to be fair, looked good back then. But,
in
that was back
2008,
then.
it looked great. In 2017, not so much.
No, it was. I remember this game as an amazing looking Xbox original game, but not so much now. It's not that it looks bad. I don't think it looks bad. It has a style.
The character models look pretty bad.
Is it the models or the textures?
Well, it's the same thing-ish.
Okay, this guy. Okay, the dude with the... I don't... What do you do with Shenmue now? Do you make it look super awesome? Or do you just stick with that style? I just feel that it's a style thing. I still think it looks alright. I
think you can still stylize it, but make it look better than that.
Yeah, but that requires money and stuff. Who has money?
You know, because the thing is, like, look at the world. The textures in the world look perfectly fine, but then the model, like the actual NPC, look fucking like trash.
Yeah,
Like,
hey,
you got light reflecting and all sorts of like new updated shit.
I won't
and then
disagree with you,
the
and
model-
that logo also looks pretty alright.
Mm.
Hey, I won't argue with you. It's just, it's
Yeah.
kickstarted. They just got a publisher just now.
No, but
So-
I guess it isn't too difficult to update that later. Like, they're still developing or whatever.
Yeah,
so
it's coming out late 2018 is or something like that. Middle of 18, something like
I
that.
think they've just said 18.
No, I think they said second half of 18.
They did?
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. But
I remember hearing 2018.
oh, it's definitely 2018.
Like, I remember them saying that it won't be this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Will
everyone
not.
was like, "Oh man, I want my Shenmue 3."
I want Shenmue 3 now because, I just played the second game yesterday. I was looking
Again.
forward to it.
For like the 30th time, I got awesome at that crane game.
No, dude, it was the
Yeah.
first time. It was the first time. I just heard about it.
Yeah,
I just kickstarted it like not that long ago, man.
that's great.
Seemed pretty cool. I'm into Japanese stuff. Some people might call me like a what was it, a weebo? No, is that a weeboo? I'm a weeboo.
Well, freaking that versus Akuza. Like Akuza 6 or whatever the fuck they're on now. Like, dude, that would be one hell of a different game.
Akuza's kind of like the stepchild of that game, weirdly
Yes.
enough, but better.
Yes. Yeah, so that's my point. Is like
Yes.
you're comparing that to Akuza. Like, Akuza looks fucking amazing, and the amount of shit you can do in Akuza is very similar. And I think they did take that from the Shenmue or whatever.
Oh, for
but-
sure. Like the way you can all like go play arcades and everything is
Yeah.
interactive, sorta. For sure.
Yeah, a substantial amount of things are interactive. But like even GTA took a lot from that of what you can actually do and stuff. So
I don't
they
know.
just improved
Don't know
upon
about
it
that.
tenfold since.
Yeah, well, for
Oh,
sure.
but in GTA 5, you can go play golf and baseball and shit like
Yeah,
that.
but you're not loading between everything, Like it's
Well,
pretty much all connected.
Yes. Because that's just because Rockstars, they're fucking rock stars.
Well, yeah, yes. At this point, do you remember when they were like DMA? Is that what their name was before? I forget. When they were making Lemmings and the 2D GTA games. Oh, they might have been Rockstar back.
When they made GTA 2, they were Rockstar.
Yeah, yes, 2.
GTA, I do not know.
They might have been Rockstar by GTA. I could be wrong, but who knows? Anyways, hey, more Japanese news. Well, hey, this is also connected to Ubisoft, which they were also at Gamescom. So they are collaborating to work on Final Fantasy 15. They're going to have an event on August 30th where you can obtain a dream egg from the Mogul Chocobo Carnival event. And inside the egg, you will get an Assassin's Creed outfit. So you could be Assassin's Creed in Final Fantasy. Yay. I'm not going to read this whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they did something similar with Metal Gear. I think it was Metal Gear 4. You could be an assassin, and then in their game you could be Raiden. Which Metal Gear 4 Raiden's pretty badass. So don't know if you knew, but now you know. The Crew 2 is going to be out March 16th, 2018. So, that racing game that people don't really care about. That thing. That's coming out. Oh, that's the game. Oh, there's totally transforming cars in the Crew 2. That's the gimmick of that game.
Is that
GTA just fucking took it for their own.
took it from?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I remember that Spy Hunter game on the Xbox and PS2 did that. That was the gimmick of that game, where your car transformed when you went into water and shit. That game was pretty good. I liked those latest ones, not the newest one. The newest one is terrible. The one on the Vita. I played it. I got it just because it was like $15, I think. I was like, I kind of I like Spy Hunter. I like all of them. The classic one, all of them. The one with the rock was pretty good. Did you play that one?
No. I
So-
remember like seeing it or whatever and thinking, "Oh, it has The Rock." What was The Rock voice acting in it, or was
No,
he
he was like he was the character in it.
Yeah, no, but he was actually talking. Like he was.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
He was
I
because
remember
he,
like it was using his likeness. I didn't know if they ever actually like had.
because he was
Dwayne
supposed to.
Johnson actually
That was
doing
supposed to
shit.
be in a movie.
Yes,
and then it never came out.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Hey, they have this cool Wolverine controller coming out on the Xbox One. This by Razer. The reason why it's cool though, and it's expensive too. I don't have the price.
Well, if Razer's doing it. It's going to be a pretty good.
It's
controller.
expensive as shit. But so
Yeah,
you can replace all of the analog sticks and the D-pad. I'll show it off in this picture here. Check that out. So you can like get a convex or concave or
Yeah.
whatever you want on your D-pad or analog stick. It looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious on how that, like, with Razer makes some pretty good computer shit. So I'm just curious. Like, I guess they're taking over because Mad Catz is bye now, so they're kind of trying to do something.
I think Razer had some 360 stuff too.
It's possible, but again, with Mad Catz being gone, that I'm sure that kind of opened things up.
I suppose, but man,
Um,
the Xbox opened up to me. I feel like there was a lot of weird, like even original Xbox stuff.
yeah.
Logitech had a controller that was like wireless on the original Xbox.
On the okay, I don't remember any Logitech Xbox. I remember Logitech PlayStation 2 stuff.
I guess they were just doing controllers back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks cool, but it's probably expensive. Which
Yeah,
all
I'm sure. Like, well,
all those premium controllers are, to be honest. So hey.
yeah, like relative. I think it would be the same as the Elite controller for the.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit more, to be honest, because you can change those things.
I thought you could change the stuff on the Elite one. Or
No,
wait.
you can't change
Okay,
any
no,
of that.
there's the Elite and then there's like a Pro. Is there not?
No,
'Cause-
no, it's just Elite. The Elite has like triggers in the back that you can take on and off, and you
Okay,
can.
so that is the Elite. Okay.
Yeah.
There was the one that. Because I thought they had one that you could like have your name added in, and then they had like,
No,
the super
so that's just a regular controller that you can
Okay.
customize.
custom. Okay.
Yeah, like you can change the colors and everything, which is pretty
So
cool.
it's just, yeah. Well, yeah, I can understand. Like, if you have like 3 or 4 kids in a household, like each
That's
of them
my
having their-
controller, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, I guess we might as well talk about this because this is all connecting right now. We're talking about this is the Xbox section of the Gamescom coverage here on Fresh Air is Overrated. So they show off pictures of a Minecraft system. It comes in a few variants, dirt and grass. Your Xbox just looks like a dirt and grass cube, which is pretty cool. It's not exactly a cube, because it's an Xbox still. And then the controller, you can get a piggy. And you can also get what are those bombing dudes called again? Creepers. The
Okay.
dudes that explode when you go near them.
Never touch the shit.
Oh, it's pretty fun. I had a lot of fun like building railroads, and then I got them powered, so I didn't need to push carts anymore. They pushed me.
Wow.
It's fun, and then I made like roller coasters and stuff. That game's all right. You just have to have some time to just put into nothing.
Nothing. Let's go with nothing.
I mean, it's cool because you can get servers and then you can all play together and then you can ruin each other's stuff. It's pretty fun. All right, so Xbox One, they announced a new dashboard feature and it's going to be light mode. So it's all dark now, but now it's going to look all white and stuff. So if you prefer that, now you can do that. That's not a bad
Is
feature.
that trying to be racist or something?
No, a lot of websites do that where you can have a dark or white background.
Yeah, I guess Amazon or Twitch does that. There's a night mode.
A lot of sites do it, so it's nothing new. I kind of I appreciate that they give you the option, and it's just not, hey, here's the update. It's fucking white now. Oh, sweet, thanks. And then you're trying to play at midnight when you're already tired, and it's just, no, man, come on, go away, white fucking background. I don't want you. All right. Hey, Xbox One X pre-orders. They were like, hey, you can do it right now, like we talked about last week. So they did that. And they have a weird launch one called the Scorpio Edition, which is weird. It's still the same price, but it doesn't come with a game. It only says Scorpio on the system and the controller. And you're like, cool. This is limited. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Awesome. So there go. They also had something called Jurassic World Evolution. That's also a PS4 game, though. It might be a PC game too, but it's a roller coaster tycoon, but in Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. That's kind of funny.
I feel like they might have done that before.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
But let me go look up who's developing this. I forget. I had that at one point.
Like, it just what? Like, is it going to be like a SimCity thing where the dinosaurs then can like break loose and start eating people?
I would assume that can happen, but if you have it well built and you have enough employees, you should be all right.
You don't well build it. You just try
you should build it. You should build it all right before you go out there. So this is by Frontier Developments. They're from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Oh, they also have. They have something. Oh, they have another headquarters in Cambridge, England. They worked on Elite Dangerous. Oh, hey, they worked on Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, okay, there you
go. Yep, it all makes sense now.
Yep.
I thought they had a connection with Roller Coaster Tycoon, but I didn't know that they were.
There's Roller Coaster Tycoon, and then there's Tropico.
What the hell? Tropico is something else. It's like a.
No, but it's still.
You're a dictator.
Yeah, but you can. It's the same concept.
Yeah, but it's come on. You're not having fun. It's not like wee. Go to this ride and hope you don't die.
But I remember seeing something that you could actually have roller coasters and shit in it.
I guess that might be possible. Bethesda unveiled their VR games and their release dates. So Skyrim VR is out November 17th, first on PlayStation VR. So if you want to play Skyrim early, you have to get it on PlayStation VR this year. On Vive, it is next year. And then Doom VR will be on Vive and PlayStation VR on December 1st. And then Fallout 4 is going to be out December 12th on the Vive only. PlayStation can't support
2017, correct?
Yes, yeah, that's all this year. That's this year.
Yeah, right, because they said everything that they were showing at E3 was out this year. It's kind of making me want to try it, but
Doom looks lame. Doom looks lame. I don't want.
Skyrim and Fallout. I want to try it, but I don't want to spend that much fucking money on it just to try it. Because if I try it and it's not what I want, then I just wasted like fucking $600.
What's CB Games policy on returns for PlayStation VR?
I don't
take it back. I don't want it anymore.
They don't. It's fucking easy. They won't fucking return shit all.
No, they return stuff.
They do.
Yeah, pretty much every store has a return policy.
Yeah,
of some kind.
I'd likely get the Vive, but the PC one, so I can actually have addiction.
I'm sure you can also play that on the Oculus by some nefarious means.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They have. There's definitely people out there smart enough to.
Yeah, well, they have like emulators for that stuff now, where it's just like do this thing.
Yeah, there was a racing game. I can't remember which one, but it worked better on the hacked one than it did on the proper one.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Hackers know what they're fucking doing.
I'm not too surprised. That happens kind of a lot.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, the PC version's better now because people figured it out. Get this patch that is not an official one, but it'll make everything better.
Well, there's definitely a lot of unofficial patches for a lot of games.
Do you want clean faces and Fallout and and Skyrim and stuff?
Clean faces, man. You can get some titties.
But if there's some titties, I want clean faces too. Come on.
No, but you get the dirty face with the big fucking clean titties.
Yeah, yeah. Clean titties.
Clean titties and dirty faces.
The faces, whatever. Hey, QuakeCon is happening right now. It just started today.
Speaking of Fallout
and
shit.
Yeah, ending on a Sunday. So the thing that sucks about QuakeCon now is my favorite part is no longer there. So I don't care anymore. John Carmack and his keynote.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think he's welcomed anymore.
I don't think so.
It'd be pretty funny if they did, though. Here's Carmack.
Yeah.
He's going to talk an hour about nothing.
Mhm.
So I was thinking about launching some rockets today, and I got to thinking maybe I should come to QuakeCon this weekend.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, anyways. Hey, more Quake news. You can get Quake Champions right now on Steam for it's early access, and it's only for the low price of $30. Woo! For a game that's going to be free eventually.
Yeah.
I think it's only out in like 6 months, though, so quote unquote out.
I thought it was supposed. No, it's out this year.
Oh, okay. All right, so like 4 months.
Yeah, I win this year. I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm. It looks all right. I might try it when it's actually out, and I have an actual video card.
It is Quake, so if you
Oh
like
yeah,
Quake,
I do like Quake.
I did have some issues with some of. I guess it was the hitboxes on certain characters were really weird, which is what my issue was.
Also, it's been a long ass time I've played a Twitch shooter on a computer.
Yeah,
long time.
But again, that's again, I was playing the beta, so I wasn't overly concerned of any sorts. It was just like like the hitboxes on a couple of everyone was picking those characters because the hitboxes were kind of fucking wonky.
That seems like they'll fix it.
Yes,
that seems like something a beta is made for. Actually,
yes, exactly. Yeah. Like that's kind of yeah.
Mm-hmm. Weird how that works. All right, hey, PUBG, PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. He unveiled the new map via picture. Well, it was a QuakeCon, so maybe there was a video at the actual presentation, but I don't know if there's video of that out or anything like that. So. This is what you get. It's in the desert, and there's a lot of tall buildings in this one. So, man, that could lead to some fun situations now, when it gets down to the wire.
Indicate that you can actually go in these buildings?
Yeah,
like this
yes.
is just an image.
No, yeah, you can go into everything in Battlegrounds. There's nothing you can't go in. Oh, maybe the lighthouse. I don't think the lighthouse you can go in it. But
well, that's my point. Like, is there stairs to get up onto the
top? Yes. Because all the big buildings in the last map you could go into, but there was just not that many of them.
Right.
This one is like a full ass city.
Yeah.
Well, town. Let's say. Well, no, city. City's good.
Well, it'd be a couple of city blocks or something.
Yeah. Well, with buildings that tall, that's definitely a city. All right.
Yeah. It might be not the whole city, but it is part of a city.
PUBG, whatever. It looks fine. I doubt I'm ever going to play it though.
Yeah, and it just the streamers that are streaming it are getting pissed off with it being popular and people actually watching them and people getting pissed off at something being popular. Never heard of this. This is weird.
Like,
it's just fucking stupid on this. How one of the more popular guys got vehicle horned or that.
Yes.
What are they calling it?
Well, stream sniping, right? Is that what
it was? Stream
honking.
Stream honking. And the guy that did the stream honking posted it on his YouTube, and then the streamer put it down for copyright infringement.
Hey, you're stream sniping my YouTube channel, you fuck! What are you doing? I wanted that video up. That's my video, you bastard. Yeah, I hate the politics behind that game right now, and that's kind of a reason I don't play it. Because I hate the dude that is PlayerUnknown. He seems like kind of a dick. He bans people that is just like, oh, people told me that he stream sniped, so I banned him. What?
Yeah, well, I don't really give a shit. Like, dude, if you're streaming, you're up for that. Like,
I know.
StarCraft, it's happened in like COD, it's happened in.
If you're really going to be competitive about it and care, put like a 10-minute delay on there.
Yeah.
And if you really care that much about interacting with your fans, then too bad.
That much about it, like it's unless you're in a fucking tournament.
Yep.
And then if you're in a tournament, you're not allowed streaming. So, or you shouldn't be, or unless you're.
And there's going to be like maybe one or two dudes at the most that's going to be doing this sort of shit in your server. Like, so it's just like, who cares? You're going to kill him, and then you'll be fine. Then you'll end up with a cool YouTube thing.
Again, the server information is up in the top corner when you're launching the game or whatever, so people can then just try to jump into your server to do it to you. Well, give it an option that you can take that away.
Well, I think you get in too fast into a server, honestly. Unless you're doing like a private game but then you could still set up a fucking password.
Game. Yeah, exactly. Like in a private game, it wouldn't be anything like that. But yeah, it's just a whole giant stupid thing of just I'm playing a popular. Like I'm sure the same shit happens in anything.
Hey, just be happy that the game actually fucking works. It sold 8 million people, and it's still fucking is working, and the servers are up. You can play it. I've never heard of it going down. That's fucking amazing for a game that came out of nowhere, and it has sold the amount of games that it sold. Yeah, so it could be fucking way worse.
Stupid numbers, yes.
So it's weird, dude. People have Kickstarter games. Dude, just real quick. So, like, people have Kickstarter games and paying a lot of money, and then they get it, and nobody's in there, and they're not playing it. Yeah. So, do you want that, or do you want people playing? I would go with people playing.
No, the thing is, like, one thing, I'm not sure exactly how the matchmaking works.
That's the thing. The matchmaking, I don't think you have enough time to get into the server. You just have to be watching his stream and then hope to God you get into his stream. Now, if he's a North American player and he's like in New York, he's probably in the North American East server. You can guess that much. But it's still a crapshoot. You have to be extremely lucky to get into somebody's game.
Yeah, and I don't. And I'm assuming once it's actually released, especially on PC, there'll be dedicated servers that you'll need passwords, and it'll just be. Well,
that's already happening on PC. Like that's stuff. It's not out to everybody, but some players their account got enabled to just have private servers. So
which I'm sure people will just have private servers that then can limit people to then maybe even have games of 50 or 60 people rather than the full 100, so it's not as...
Well, yeah, that's the cool thing about the private servers is not only can you change the player limit, I think it's like 60 is the lowest, I forget, but you can change like what weapons spawn, how often, like,
so you can have it be like significantly less weapons, so it's much more survivor based. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool too.
You can have it be pistols only or something weird like that.
Oh, that's funny.
So that game seems interesting. I'm just, man, I don't know.
Or only melee weapons. That would be fucking cool.
Yeah, you can have only fist fights. Yeah. Superman punches hurt more in that game too.
Yeah.
And by Superman punch, I just mean jumping and punch it, jumping after. Oh yeah, I know. So hey, Brink, that old ass game from 6 years ago. That was a 360 game and a PC game at the time, if I recall. Yep. Bethesda published it. They went free on Steam. They went from 5 to 10 players a day, and now they're getting over 2,500 players a day. That's this morning. That 2,500 players are playing this morning. Crazy enough.
Yeah, but that's also with QuakeCon starting and everything. So I don't think it's going to hold those numbers.
No, but it's going to be more than 5 to 10. That's for sure.
Yeah, I know. Yes. I think I just don't understand 5 to 10. That's disgusting. Like how you couldn't even get a game started with that.
How much is Brink? I have no idea what the player count is in Brink. I forget.
Maybe it's 3 on. Maybe you have 3-on-3 options. I don't know.
I think they had 5-on-5.
Yeah, I know. So you're talking 5 people.
Yeah,
5 people having a fucking game.
They're always on too. So I bet like 2 of those guys just have the client open at all times, just being like, I love this game.
But yeah.
Lawbreakers is at 430 players a day.
That game just came out.
I know.
And what the fuck?
And Battleborn has less than 100 players a day on Steam. So those 2 games not doing so good.
Numbers with that, but Lawbreakers, shit. Cliffy B, man, you fucked up.
It sucks for him because apparently that game is not bad.
No, I know. I think it was to the point that he said it was going to be free to play, and then he said it wasn't going to be free to play, and it just pissed people off.
I don't know how I feel about that. I have no problem with people doing that.
The thing is, I can understand that, like he was going on and on about like it's going to be free to play. It's going to be free.
Yeah, for sure. At the start.
Turns around, no, we're going to have to like charge like a fee or something.
Like a Fortnite. I feel like that's going to be a trend because Fortnite did this, and we just talked about one game that did it where they're charging for early access.
Yeah.
I mean, Minecraft kind of did that, but that wasn't early access. That was straight up like get the beta.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
I guess early
now,
access is kind of a new beta, kind of.
Yes.
So,
And that's if it's taken in that manner, then that's fine. And but the thing is, like you're then like if you understand that going in, it's cool. And I don't all in all mind it, but if you're going early access pay to then a free game, like which is what Quake.
Quake. That's what. Yeah,
Quake.
yeah. Quake
So
Champions.
that you can pay $30 now, or in 3 months it's going to be free. Like,
And you get some
what?
stuff if you pay the $30.
Yeah.
Yay.
I suppose there is some shit like that, like because most of these free to play games do have the microtransactions. Well, if you pay the early access, you get this, and this for free, so you're cool or whatever. Which okay, fair enough. Like, and most free to play games have some sort of bundle packs that give you shit or whatever to make it like a bonus XPs and this and that or what the fuck ever. But it's just going and saying that your game's going to be free and then retconning that and then saying, oh, okay, no, we're going to have to charge something. I think would piss off a lot of people, which it obviously did. So it's just, yeah, like the industry's in a very weird flux thing because it takes a lot of fucking time and a lot of money to make these games. And how microtransactions are going to make you money, I don't fully understand because I have like maybe bought like 2 microtransactions.
Well,
in
your
the last
game needs
10
to be
years.
intensely popular, and you just
Right.
need to
and
have
if
that
you
fan
can
base.
do that, like the thing is, Lawbreakers, like if it was free to play, how many people would actually be playing it?
And then putting a little bit of money into it, maybe.
Right. But because it wasn't, it's really getting, but like it only sold like 50,000 copies on Steam. So that's not good. I'm sure they did not make money on that game.
Probably not. They've been working on it for a while too. So
Yeah.
I just played that Rocket League video for the Nintendo Switch. There's a Luigi and Mario car, and their trail is Stardust. It's pretty cool. And then they have a Metroid car, which is also pretty cool. Kind of looks like Metroid's armor. Or Samus's armor, I should say.
Samus's armor.
Yes.
Is Samus actually in the car? Or like, or no?
No, because it's just a car.
So it's not an open top car that we'd actually see the driver.
No, it's a remote control car.
Yeah.
Like all of Rocket League's cars.
Yeah. Well, I thought some of the Jeeps or whatever, I do remember them being open top.
Oh, maybe, but you don't see a driver in there.
Okay.
That'd be pretty silly.
Yeah. Well, it'd be kind of funny seeing like you're going.
And then the fucking car explodes, and then there's just body parts all over the place.
That'd be awesome. Come on. It wouldn't be rated E for everybody. But
Yeah.
It'd be fucking awesome.
Nope. At least T, that's for sure. Some blood and gore. All
Well,
right.
you don't have to have necessarily blood and gore. You just have body parts scattered all over.
Well,
Like, you
body
see,
parts
like, a
is gore,
bumper
man. That's
and an
gore.
arm and a head.
That's gore, bro.
Okay, it's gore, no blood. You don't need blood.
All right. Hey, Just Cause, the developer Avalanche Studios and Expansive Worlds announced today that their hunting game, The Hunter Called Wild, is coming to consoles. It actually is running on that same engine that Just Cause is running on.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell
Which
they
then
call it.
leads me to believe that it's not going to run very well on the consoles.
Well, on the Pro, it's going to be fine. On the Pro,
Yeah,
it's going
fair
to be
enough,
totally
fair
cool.
enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
On PS4, no, the dude, like Just Cause runs at like fucking 25 frames a second on the PlayStation.
Well, it runs at 30 sometimes. But then
Yeah,
when you start
you're
doing
not
stuff,
when you're standing
when
still,
you start doing stuff, yeah. $40 though, that's all right. That's US. So if you're
Yeah.
into hunting games,
it'd be 50, 55
and
Canadian.
this is the full version with all the expansions they released
Yeah.
for the PC too. So you can drive some ATVs now.
Yeah, not my my thing.
I
but
used to love hunting games on the PC because it was just kind of different. You know, it was like you play Doom, you play some Redneck Rampage, and then you play.
Why have they not remade that?
Oh,
Game?
because that game is terrible. I feel like they remake that. Wasn't that a Kickstarter?
I don't know. I've never, but I mean, like they've remade Shadow Warrior, which was 3D Realm. Why the fuck wouldn't they Like, I guess because it's just 2 races and it couldn't get an ESRB rating.
It's pretty.
I
It's
don't-
pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh
but
yeah, and then there was redneck deer hunting as well. Man, that game was stupid.
I don't remember that.
I remember that game.
Redneck Rampage, I played a fuck ton of that.
Oh, the games
hilarious.
themselves were fun
Yeah.
because it ran on the Duke Nukem engine, so
Yeah.
it looked all right at the time. Time and place. All right, World War II. Time to bring that back up with Call of Duty. They released this video here, and we'll look at it. It's pretty cool. It's their like community online hub. Like I guess like this is where you can meet up with everybody. The social hub is what they're calling it.
Redneck Rampage rides again.
Oh yeah, I know. I played 1 and 2. I know 1 and 2. Anyways.
So it's the original games, but it's.
Oh, you mean like a remake thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Redux.
I definitely remember that was in the news not super long ago. Like maybe 2 years or something like that. I think that was a Kickstarter.
This is giving the original release date of 97. So I'm not.
Whatever. Yeah, I think rides. I think.
But it's $11 Canadian. I don't know.
I think that Rides Again game is just a sequel. I forget. It's too long ago. Anyways.
Yeah.
No, this hub for World War II Call of Duty looks pretty cool because you can go into it and just hang out and talk with people, and you can actually challenge them to one-on-one matches, and like there's an area where you can actually watch the one-on-one match.
Okay, that's cool.
So there's some cool stuff in the hub. That's something.
One match in COD. I don't know about that.
That's something that I feel Destiny could have.
Yes, like I like observer mode. That to me is fucking awesome. Like even if you could just watch like a 4-on-4, like it just as an op, or you can have like if you can actually get like 12 friends together, actually have 3 teams of 4 and just rotate out, and you can actually then watch everyone play and just you're all still hanging out. But
that's exactly the idea. That is exactly the idea. And one-on-one is pretty cool sometimes if the maps are good. And
I have
that.
no issues with one-on-one with like Quake or something like that, but I don't know if COD's fast. Well, I guess. Well,
no, COD is fast, and it really depends on the maps. Like if they have some
that's
cool
that's
one-on-one maps, they're all right. Like paintball one-on-one is pretty fun.
I guess the way COD is still like a hide and heal game is I guess the issue that I have.
No, you don't. Well, I guess so. Like like recover, you mean? Because you don't really heal. You just like stand there and wait.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I guess that kind of makes sense. But one-on-one, you can't really do that unless you run away successfully, or you're both hurt. I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
The thing is, it's when it's the issue in Quake is that okay, I can kill you, but I have like 10 health left. So when you respawn, you're gonna have a hell of a lot more health. So it's again, who has the better gun and who can get into position. In COD, if you have that healing or whatever you call it, recovery point, then the person like is just getting into position every time. It's just
but if you're playing Quake, then you just pick up the health and you pick up the quad damage and you're all good.
Well, it's timing and there's a lot more in Quake.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why you count it down. I just killed you.
Well,
there's 2 seconds for that quad damage to come up back again. You know, I'm circling the map over and over, just waiting for that shit.
It's just added things.
I mean, here's the thing about this game. It looks goddamn gorgeous. It runs at 60 frames. It is very pretty. I saw a lot of footage of it today.
60 frames on the Pro at
probably. I have no idea. It runs at 60 frames, Steiner. All right.
They are confirming that.
All of the Call of Duties runs at.
Yeah, no, but they're dropping it down to like, well, Battlefield 1 runs at 60, but it's running at 720 on the PlayStation 4.
I don't know what this is.
On the Pro, it is running at 1080p.
I have no idea what this is at, but hey, it's 60. That's all I know. That's all I can tell you. Is that it? I believe in
multiplayer that it's at 60 at 720 on PlayStation 4.
Anyways, it looks pretty, but it's still Call of Duty is the thing. So hey, there's a beta test. It's going to take place over the next weekend coming up here. So if you don't want to watch Conor McGregor and Mayweather, if you're already tired of that, you can just play Call of Duty all day on the PlayStation 4 exclusively. But then they're doing a second weekend right after that, and then that includes the Xbox One.
Xbox as well, yeah. Which that will then be lining up with. No, so okay, wait.
Wait, what? Huh?
I'm lost. The Destiny one is this weekend
For the PC, I think so.
Yeah,
because it's definitely in August, whenever the hell it is.
I'm just double checking.
What a terrible weekend! Everybody's busy doing other shit.
Yeah, no.
I feel like the internet might explode this weekend. But anyways,
29th to the 31st.
that's
or
all.
the 28th
That's during the
to the
week.
31st.
That's right. I remember. That's during the week. We talked about that. All right. Square Enix has announced a release date for their PSVR Final Fantasy 15 spin-off. It's called Monster of the Deep. And yeah, you can fish in virtual reality. That's depending on how expensive it is, and if you already have VR,
there you go.
that could be
like,
okay.
If it's $15 or something like that. Okay.
Dude, one of my favorite things to do in RPGs, to be honest, is fish. If they do it right, fishing in RPG games, pretty cool.
It really comes down to price.
Yeah, yes.
It really comes down. If they're trying to charge $40 for that.
Well, something I feel they should do with VR games is, especially with spin-offs like this, is if you already have the main game, the VR game should be cheaper.
Yeah, I can understand that too. Or even free.
Sure, make it an update in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? But I understand them wanting money to develop this. So, I mean, if you pay like $10 and you already have Final Fantasy and it's $20 for everybody else, hey,
okay,
why not?
Fair enough.
Why not?
I have a feeling it's gonna be like $40.
Oh well, yeah, it's a VR game. It's gonna be expensive.
So
unfortunately,
for $40, I don't think it's gonna be a real game. It's gonna be more of a tech demo type thing. You're just fucking fishing and talking to people or listening to talking people or whatever. Like,
so yeah,
I don't see how you're gonna get $40 worth of actual content out of that. Maybe gameplay time, okay, but
depends how much you like fishing stuff too, and how deep the gameplay is.
Right.
Like if it's an actual real fishing game, that's all right. That's all right. I like fishing games.
Fishing game is not like, it is more so just like you are chilling and whatever, drinking a beer. And
whatever with your friends. When I was a kid, I fucking loved fishing games.
I hated fishing.
On the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, there's some pretty dope
I'm just talking about,
goddamn
like,
fishing games.
I have friends that like absolutely love fishing and go ice fishing, go fucking down to Florida and do all the like.
So here's the thing about fishing: I don't do it all the time, but when I do it, I enjoy it. It's pretty fun. Yeah, like ice fishing is a good time, man. You get an ice shack, drill some holes,
but then again,
sit
I don't
down.
Drink.
Well, you don't need to drink, man. It's also fun to just fucking make some food and just be eating out there on the lake, just chilling.
Yeah, I don't find that fun. Freezing my nards off, don't really find that fun.
Just wear appropriate clothing and just go on a day that's not fucking -20 and -30 with the wind chill.
I'd rather go snowboarding or something like. It's just
sure, why not? But on your off day, you go snowboarding all day, and then right before the sun goes down, you go fishing a little bit.
I'd rather just sit in the hot tub and chill.
What if there's a hot tub in the shack?
That's a fucking baller shack.
Well, you can. I've seen people do floating hot tubs in the lake, and they heat up the water somehow with like coal. They just burn coal. I have no idea how they. I guess it's a pipe that goes in the water, and the pipe just gets hot. So, like the exhaust. I have no idea how they actually make it work, but they make it work. That's pretty cool. Anyways. So, this in stupid dumbass news of the week, right here. Yeah. Overwatch game director Jeff Kaplan has issued an apology to the entire country of Australia because of this picture right here. They just released a new map, and it says "Takeout" in a map that's based in Australia.
Okay, so it is based in Australia.
Yeah, this is Australia.
At least they do have that
Yeah, because this is one of the
So
characters'
in
maps.
Australia, takeout is apparently a term to like kill somebody, which it kind of is in North America as well.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So they don't say you don't have takeout food; you have takeaway food. So I don't fuck. Like, who gives a fucking shit? Like, really? Like this is like the whole thing of what was it, COD, like Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, that it had like Hebrew rather than.
Oh yeah, but that
whatever.
stuff. That's okay. That stuff goes a little bit more deeper than this.
Yeah,
This is
no,
just
that makes
this
more
is
sense to me.
truly stupid.
Yes. Like the
I-
language thing.
Who
that you're
who the
using
fuck in
to
Australia got pissed about this? Is what I want to know. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't
So
make any
okay, yeah,
sense.
like okay, so with Canadian they say "come a boot," or they do some Quebecer thing that it's then supposed to be in like Toronto. Like I don't give a shit. Like what?
Whatever.
Like, I don't.
Whatever. I don't. Yeah. Whatever.
Like I call like Gatineau Hall still, and it's been Gatineau for fucking 20 years. I still call it Hall.
I just call it Ottawa. It's just fucking Ottawa. Yep. Yep.
But like what the fuck? Like I don't. Oh god, fake news. Fake news.
Well, it's not fake news because the fucking
I
dude
know, but, like,
apologized. That's the news.
I know
That's the
it's not
news here.
fake. Yeah, it's just fucking idiotic news.
Is that he actually fucking? Oh man, I can't believe that he actually said sorry.
Yeah.
He should have
Well,
just
the
not
thing-
said
I-
anything, and then like
Yeah.
a week later it says takeout or takeaway. Sorry, it actually just
Yeah,
says takeaway.
Updated it and
Yep.
just did it.
And here's the thing about
Um,
takeout. Every time I call a place where and I'm go like, yeah, I want takeout. They go, oh, pickup. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, sure,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what the fuck
Yep.
I meant when I said takeout.
Yep.
I go in and then I
Yeah,
take
and
it out.
again, like they have like a lot of restaurants now do call it pickup opposed
Mm-hmm.
to takeout, because I don't know why they're doing that, but I guess there is some stigma attached to takeout. What that is, I could give a shit. Like I don't fucking care.
So hey, more Gamescom news here. They had a Need for Speed Payback video here. If I can,
Looks pretty good.
somehow. Yes. Well, that's what I said since the beginning. Visually, it looks good. I just hope that there's no like a bazillion cutscenes in the middle of the races, and I feel like that's probably going to
Okay.
happen.
Yeah. But I guess they introduced police chases. What this was all about, right?
Well, I guess police make sense in this game.
Um,
The Rock is in the police force in this game, and then the next one he's going to be in your team.
is it actually The Rock?
No,
Like, is
no,
it-
I'm just
or is-
fucking around.
Okay.
No, yeah, this is pretty much just Need for Speed, just without that. Or sorry, Need for Speed, Fast and the Furious, just without
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
that license, really.
Well, like I wouldn't be too surprised if Dwayne Johnson just comes out and just starts making up a character and just going, "Yeah, you're putting this in the game.
Yeah, all right.
You're putting this in the game."
I don't know how much The Rock actually cares about video games, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, anything in that manner that he would be able to put his face out onto something, he'll do it.
Sure. Sure, and then he'll say it's for the children.
Something.
Just make himself look better. Yeah, I liked how he backed away from the cops and then just kind of like drifted all around them.
Yeah.
Hey, and that car is not out yet. I think it's out in like 3 months or something. It's a BMW something.
Okay.
It's not out yet, so you can play it before it's actually out or race it.
Yeah, because I want to know a little bit more about Payback before. Like, I'm thinking of getting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want it to be Burnout with a story, which it kind of looks like that, but I haven't seen actual gameplay. It all looks like
Well, all the
pre-rendered.
gameplay we've seen is like 10 seconds, and then there's a fucking cutscene. so.
Exactly my point. Yeah, it all seems pre-rendered stuff. Like I actually want to see.
No, they've shown
The
off actual
game.
gameplay.
They have.
Oh yeah, yes. You can actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it then.
If you just Google Need for Speed Payback gameplay,
Yeah.
they showed it off at E3. It was just a separate thing. That was just gameplay, but
Well,
it was
whatever they had
like
in the conference was just like they had gameplay for 10 seconds and
yeah,
then,
that's what it was
whatever.
too when they actually just showed it off to people.
Yeah.
So
I actually want to see like a dude streaming the fucking game. or something along those
Mm-hmm.
lines.
Need for Speed's been good. We'll see where this one goes.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I like the last whatever few.
Someone
they did.
has 8 minutes of gameplay, so that probably would be
There you go.
what I'm looking
Sure.
for.
Hey, that game Fear Effect. It's a PS1 game. Do you remember that game? It had like 2 lesbian girls that made out and stuff. It was all like anime-ish looking.
No.
No, man, that game was pretty cool. It was 2 discs. That's how you knew a game was good back then. So when it had 2 or 3 discs, or even 4, you were like, "Oh shit, this game's the best game ever," because it's on 4 discs. Anyways, they're remaking
the
it.
cell shaded thing looks familiar, so I think I have actually seen this being played.
It controls kind of like Resident Evil, if I had to describe it.
But no, maybe not. I don't know. Like they're showing that this chick's wearing all sorts of. Okay, maybe I haven't seen this.
That game was pretty cool. I liked that game at the time.
But gameplay wise, you're talking about that?
Yes,
Actually.
no, I liked Fear Effect. It was cool. It's different. Then I got to see girls making out in that game too.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
kinda fun.
So this girl's just walking around naked, making a guy go like jizz in his pants.
That scene was pretty good too. Was she in a shower? There's definitely a shower.
She's out in the forest by the looks of this.
There's a shower scene in that game too. Anyways, it's being remade for everything, including the Switch, which is crazy.
Remade, or it's being.
It just says
re-released.
remade.
Okay. Because if they're actually.
I'm assuming
remaking-
HDifying this shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is it going to be?
Oh yeah, there you go. Fear Effect Reinvented will maintain the fixed camera angles of the original while giving the graphics a significant overhaul and tweaking the controls. Because that's the thing. It's the controls nowadays. You'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, it would be fucking horrible.
Yeah. Hey, the PlayStation Facebook and Twitter account got hacked this week.
Yeah.
Mine is the group that claims to do the hack, and they also claimed possibly to have compromised the actual PSN as well, which is not unbelievable because they hacked HBO recently.
Yeah.
And they released that Game of Thrones episode early, so that's a thing that you should probably maybe be worried about, possibly, if your password is the same on everything. Which you should probably not do that anyways. So there you go. Pro tip: don't have the same password on everything. Maybe use the same password twice on something, but don't once they figure it out, you can only blame yourself after that. All right. We have 2 more videos before we go here. I'm just going to breeze through this Destiny 2 trailer. It's pretty long. It's pretty sweet if you haven't seen it. It looks cool. I hope the game is actually more like this, to be honest, because this is what I feel the first game was missing. Was actual fucking storylines with fucking characters I gave a shit about.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, that's the issue. Yeah, like you didn't give a shit. Like
there was a story in there. It was just kind of buried in there.
They had atmosphere, but not in like any storytelling. Which was, I had an issue with that as well. But like the atmosphere and the world seemed really cool, but nothing made me.
Oh, everything about the game I loved. It's just when it came to actual characters and stuff, it's just like I don't. What? Why am I even? Who are these aliens that I'm shooting? What's going on? Why am I switching to this planet? Why are all these resources? What's going on? I don't. It just felt very weird. At least with World of Warcraft, not my thing, but everything was kind of made sense and everything was connected in a way that, and they explained it in the story in the game as well. It's not like you had to go online and read some fucking notes that you got in the game.
Yeah.
So anyways, this just looks way more cinematic than the first game.
Yeah, and that's like I do think they gave reasons why they didn't do that in the first one, but
because it was fucking exclusive to the what was it exclusive for again? PS4, right?
What was?
Destiny. Oh, because it wasn't a PC version, and they were still doing the last generation, so they were just like, let's not do the real one yet.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Somewhat. There was also issues they had with the engine actually getting shit.
Well, that and Activision probably also didn't help. They were probably just like, okay, you've been working on this for like 4 years now. Come on, guys, let's release something. So I wanted to love the first Destiny so bad, but I love the multiplayer. It felt a lot like a Halo game, which I'm
Obvious reasons on that one.
yes, which I have no problem playing a Halo-like game. So, and this has Nathan Fillion in it that everybody loves.
Well,
so.
Nathan Fillion was in the first one as well. He was he was the hunter.
Yes, but again,
Captain
how long was he there for? The only voice
Well,
you
the
heard a
thing is,
lot
he
was
never actually. He was just standing in the tower.
okay. So he wasn't a voice
He didn't
character.
actually do anything.
Okay.
He wasn't he was voice it was Nathan Fillion's voice
Weird.
for that model.
I didn't even
the
notice.
model just stood there and gave you missions, and then that was it.
Okay, yeah, because the only voice I remember from that game is Ghost, and that it switched voice characters.
Oh yeah. It went to.
And then hey, this is Tekken Bull for Tekken 7. This is DLC that's coming out. Right now we only know that you can get it with the season pass. Well, we do know that it's going to come out by itself, but we don't know the price. So the season pass is $25. You get a bunch of costumes alongside this new mode. Which, hey, bowling in Tekken, sure, that's been a thing. Was that a thing in the
Tekken
first
has
tag?
been known to do some.
Oh yeah, well there was in Tekken 3 there was the beach volleyball mode where the
Yeah.
ball hurt you. Yeah. No,
They are fighting in that as what the fuck?
oh yeah, because they showed off the costumes.
Oh, it's costume. Okay.
Yeah, because the DLC also has costumes.
So it's just all the women in bikinis. Okay.
Hey, to be fair, there was one dude in an old school swimming suit thing. No, he wasn't sumo. It was swimming. The suit with the stripes, the blue stripes.
Oh,
the shorts and the.
Well,
yeah.
there was some guy in a sumo.
Sure. Whatever.
Toga
Tekken.
thing.
There's costumes. Go get them.
Yeah.
If you're into Tekken a lot, you probably already have the season pass, and you're pretty dope about the Tekken Bowl mode that's coming. Because I would look forward to that. Why not? I would play that a little bit.
Yeah, it does depend on how it's implemented, though, to me as well.
Well-
that was your loading screen or something, or your waiting room.
Because what was the mode in Tekken Tag 2? Did they do bowling again? Because Tag 1 was the one with the bowling initially. Whatever. Tekken. There's too many Tekkens. They all blend together to me. This is the first one that seems to have actually stood out in cool and interesting ways. Like the story mode actually looks cool. Although the arcade mode is gimped because of that story mode. So there is that. Because Mortal Kombat, I bring this up every time I talk about story modes in video games or fighting video games. Mortal Kombat has fucking ruined everything. It spoiled everybody expecting awesome story modes in video games, and look at what you've done now. Now you've ruined Tekken. No, because the Mortal Kombat game that had the story mode also had a fucking awesome arcade mode. And what I mean by that is the story mode is they assign you who you're going to be, and they assign you who you're going to fight. And then, there's a cutscene, and then you're another character, and then you're just, and the arcade mode is you pick Sub-Zero, and you go through the ladder, and then you finish, and then there's a storyline thing at the end. In Tekken, they took that out. I think the arcade mode is like 2 fights, and then you get a 1-line dialogue of specifically for this guy, and then it's over. And it's just like, man. That's like the coolest part of fucking Tekken is when you get to the end, is you go, does he fall in the volcano? And then some characters fall in the volcano, and some of them don't. Yeah, Tekken's pretty cool. It's been a super long time since I've really loved Tekken. 3 is probably the last one that I played a lot.
Yeah,
lot.
I played some of 5. Had them in 5. It couldn't have been.
I think it is
guess
5.
that was
Yeah, 5 is Dark Resurrection, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, Tekken. I think Tekken 5 I played as well on the PS3 and the Vita, or was that a PSP game?
PSP.
Oh yeah, that was a PSP game. Yeah, yep. That game was pretty good on the PSP as well.
Yeah, and that's probably where I played my largest chunk there. At least just whenever I was on a plane.
Gee,
doing
the
whatever.
PSP version runs at 60 frames.
It was. Wow.
Jesus, mother God. Yeah, and then it's 30 frames for the cutscenes. But in gameplay, it's 60. That's pretty cool. I love that PSP game. But I played it a lot on the PS3 because that might have been one of the games where you could actually cross buy it, where if you bought one, you got both.
I don't remember that.
I
I never bought the
don't
Tekken
remember.
5.
No, well, that's the thing. I had both, so I definitely didn't buy both. That's for fucking
Right.
sure. I would have been happy with it just on the PS3. Anyways, hey, that's video game news this week. Hey, Germany, not as big as it used to be. This just in.
Huh?
Because Gamescom.
Oh,
There actually used to be video game news out of that. Like at Gamescom, the quote unquote awards of Gamescom,
yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey pretty much won everything. So that's no surprise. That okay. So I guess I didn't really talk about that. That game looks fucking unbelievable. And they showed off like a food world. So like it's food. You're like on a cake and stuff. And then they showed off the next level,
Fucking
which
Mario, though, so I don't.
oh, but
I don't.
it's this one looks fucking amazing. He throws his hat, and then you become the things that the hat lands on. Oh, it's so cool. It's cool. You can become a Goomba, and what's the duck one? I forget what they're. Koopas. Yeah, fucking Koopa.
I thought.
No, Koopas are the duck shell turtle things. There go turtles. They're turtles.
I don't fucking. I haven't really played a Mario game since Super.
I love the one on the Wii U. Galaxy's
I did play some of
okay.
64, but
64 is fucking amazing.
I had issues with the camera. Like I remember that.
Oh, dude, yes, but come on. Come on. That was like the first one of those games.
Yo, I know. But like I remember like having like fucking being annoyed by the camera angle. Like this is when it first fucking came out.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember it being like bad.
I'm not going to make excuses for it. It was bad, but at the time it was amazing. And the DS port is also okay with the multiplayer. I thought it was all right. Anyways, okay, there you go. That's it. We're done with this show. If you stay tuned and you're watching live, we'll be back with Sprawl and Brawl. If not, hey, we're here every Thursday. Fresh Air is Overrated. That's the name of the show. Look it up on Apple Podcast or wherever else you can find podcasts. Oh, hey, you know what? I'm going to pause this song for a second. So I'm going to get a new phone, Steiner. And I guess I might as well talk to you about it and see what you think. So I can get some new phones. And my iPhone 5 is only worth $35 at trade-in. So it's not really... I'm just going to keep it and do other stuff with it. Like keep it as a mouse for my computer or something. Anyways, so I can get an iPhone 7 or... that's 60... No, sorry. An iPhone 7, 32 gigabytes. An LG G6, that's also 32 gigabytes. Or a Galaxy S8, that's 64 gigabytes though.
Well, another thing, like with the whole phone thing, I would suggest staying with the OS that you're.
I have no reason to really be tied to either one of them.
Either one.
So,
well, I'm just like, yeah, whatever your apps. If you have put money into your apps, then that is where you should typically stay.
I have a few apps that I had put money back, but that was so long ago that I don't really care anymore.
Like I do, like this is an Asus cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got it for $400, and I just bring your own phone thing. Like I'm not a huge phone guy. Like, oh, I need to have the fucking Note 7
me neither. That's why I'm getting a free
Note
one.
8 or whatever.
I'm just getting a new one because I need something better than my 5. And
yeah, the 5 would be getting. So it's a 5, not a 5S.
No, it's just a
yeah,
5.
you're at fucking okay. Yeah, you're looking.
Yes, it's
Are
getting
they at
there.
7S. now, or are they
7
at
Plus.
7.
7 Plus
So
is
it's
the
okay, 7
best.
Plus is the large one.
Yeah, the large one with 2 cameras.
When's the 7S coming out?
So the 8 is the next one that's rumored that we know of.
They're actually just coming straight to 8. They're not
That's
doing the S.
what it seems like right now. Because the 8 right now, the rumors is that it's about the same size as the 7, but the front of it is a screen. Like almost the whole front is a screen now. Kind of like what they're doing with the Galaxies and all that.
Yeah.
I'm 100% thinking that I'm just going to get the Galaxy S8
Yeah.
I've held it before. It's fucking amazing. The screen on it is beautiful. It's not
Well, if you're
too
not
big.
paying anything for it, then it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, the thing about the iPhone 7 is it doesn't have the headphone jack. And Apple always said that
Yeah.
was because, hey, dudes,
More
this is going to be
waterproof.
more waterproof. But guess what? The fucking Galaxy S8 is more waterproof and it has a fucking headphone jack.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm fairly sure that the real reason is because they want to make it super thin. And the iPhone is like a full millimeter thinner, which doesn't sound like a lot, but these phones aren't big, so
Yeah.
they're pretty thin.
Well, yeah, you're talking like a 10% reduction in size,
Mm-hmm.
if not more than that,
Mhm.
actually.
The one thing I do like about the iPhone 7 is that it man, it kind of feels like it's just gonna break in your hands, but I kind of like that. It's like it's so light, it's so thin, it's cool, but I also like the heft of the S8. But I like that screen on the S8 so much. And here's something else I find Android lasts longer, and you can install whatever version of Android you want. So as long as they still
Yes.
support it, you can just revert back to another version and just be like, fuck that new one, fucked me over. So I'm just gonna stay on this one. So
Yeah,
there's
I'm not.
there's some reasons to go to Android. My first smartphone was an Android, so
I've only done Android. I don't particularly like Apple as a company. I should like
sure.
mainly just because like their tech is typically not as good, but yet they charge the same or more for
Hmm.
worse tech. So it's just like you're buying the Apple.
Well, the iPhone was definitely the best phone for a while, but times have changed.
Because
That was a long time
I
ago.
got for $420 or whatever, and I'm very happy with like how well it takes pictures. It does 4K videos. It does everything.
Well,
that
so
I would
that's the
ever
one thing
want it to
about.
be.
So the LG G6 has a similar setup to the iPhone 7 Plus, where it has two cameras. So
Okay.
what it does with
so this does have two sensors, not cameras.
okay, yeah. So well, the LG G6, that's the only reason I would get that one is for the camera. But I don't.
'Cause,
Whatever.
like this thing, like the 4K video out of this thing is actually really, really fucking nice. Like how clear and smooth it
Well,
is.
I still think that my Samsung Galaxy S1 takes great video. Like I always thought that.
Yeah,
the-
like
the
well, this is the
Samsungs look
Zenfone
great.
3. I had the Zenfone 2, and the video, like it took really nice photos.
Mhm.
Video was fucking. Now this thing was probably about like 100% more
Mhm.
in price, and 80% of that price was probably put into the camera.
Well, and something else they did for the camera with the S8, it's the same camera as the S7, but it takes three pictures at the same time, kind of. Like
Right.
it just, and what it does with that is it plays with the focus, so it kind of makes it look like a freaking DSLR camera where you can like mess with the aperture and the background and the focus, so you can make the background look, blurry and the
Well, you could do that
person-
with this.
well, I feel like a lot of
Like
phones
you
do
can
that now.
do
But,
manual mode and have focus being whatever, and
no, but I can change the focus on my iPhone 5, but it's still just it's just one focus everywhere.
oh no, yeah, that's not the way mine works. Mine I can actually have the depth of field.
Mhm. And that's what's so great about the iPhone 7 Plus is it actually has two cameras to do that with now. So, yeah,
So maybe,
anyway.
maybe I do have two cameras on this. Like I do know, like I can do that. I can actually have like the background being
Mhm.
like.
Oh, iPhone 7 Plus pictures look fucking amazing. Anyways, hey, we're done talking about video games.
Yes. Well, it's still tech, so it's still. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just messing around because
And you can play video games on your phone. So fuck you if you had any issues. With that.
and no, it's because I started playing the outro song earlier, so that's why. And now it's playing again. So we would like to thank Skype for this episode for providing us with awesome video quality. Microsoft is the
4
man.
frames a second.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised at how good it looks coming in at 5 kilobits a second. Like considering how fucking slow it's actually coming in, it's all right.
I'm just like what I'm looking at on my XSplit to what is on the screen. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, of course, it's terrible. This is slower than the internet that we got back in the day of
Yeah.
fucking phone.
But like, yeah, Discord, please hurry up, please.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to come out in a month. They're gonna have video. If you pay for Nitro, which is like $10 a month, and you get a few bonus things, you can get the video right now. But I'm not doing that. Not
I would
doing
like to
that.
know what the bonus things are, but
You get like you can have an animated avatar. Woo!
get that.
Woohoo! And you have custom emoticons. Yay!
Don't do it.
It's a lot like Twitch. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Yep. Peace. Play some games.